Hello, I'm Lauren Markham. Thanks for your company as we head into the last round of the home and away season. The top 5 is settled and the finishing order all but certain, with Collingullie-Glenfield Park set to launch their premiership defence from 5th spot. And the Demons have also taken out one of the major individual accolades. Jayden Klemke holds an unbeatable lead in the JRC Electrical Services Player of the Year award. The gun midfielder is 11 votes clear of Jimbo Lawton and 12 ahead of Griffith's Jordan Utica, who didn't play last weekend. It's a phenomenal effort from a young footballer in his 4th year at the Crossroads.
Definitely, yeah. I've enjoyed it a lot more. Had an injury last year that slowed me down for a couple of games, but no, probably my best season by far, yeah. It's a good individual award, but like I said, I love my team, and I think more team goals and the premiership's a lot better. Brad Aiken's been very good from the get-go. Gordo's been very good. Probably the old mentor, Shane Lennon. He's the one that really got us going, so he's probably the best coach I've played under so far. Well, I think more injuries cost us at the start of the year, and I think we had a bit of a talk at midway and said we need to improve a lot of things, and I think it's kicked into gear that everyone does want to play finals, and that vibe's still there. Tom Keogh's really impressed me this year. He had to fill in big shoes with Jacko leaving, so I reckon he's done an exceptional job. He's not the tallest bloke, but he doesn't stop and he has a crack. So, and a few others like the Kennedys, it's always good to play with them, and there's a lot of good mates there. I think, yeah, when we are going, I think everyone's kicking into gear, and when you get that run from the Kennedys, and when you got Dan Kennedy on the back flank and Cuck Sykes, it's just when everyone's running, it just doesn't stop, so it's good. Yeah, no, it's been very good. Haven't played actual senior footy with each other before this year, so it's been very good, and he's impressed me a lot after he come back from his injury early on the year.
Jayden Klemke there, and we'll get some more of his thoughts shortly. But Tom Walker from AFL Riverina joins me now in the studio. Tom, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
Now, Jayden's building quite a resume. Is he the man to lead them towards another grand final?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, last year he was surrounded by a lot of top-end talent. Chris Gordon, Brad Aiken, Matt Kennedy, all those top-line players, but he held his own in that group, and now he's kind of separated himself in the Collingullie team as probably their premier player, and he's had an outstanding year and should be proud of his effort.
Now, Collingullie are at home to Narrandera on Saturday. How do the Demons approach this one?
Business as usual. They just need to go out and get the job done. They're a very experienced team. They've obviously won the last few premierships, so they'll want to go out there and have a good win and get ready for finals football. Well,
let's take a look at the other fixtures then. And Turvey Park finished the season at home to the Crows. The Goannas host Coolman, and the match of the round is at Robertson Oval, where Tigers welcome the Swans. Tom, Griffith are third, but unless they can beat Tigers, they'll be in an elimination final against the reigning premiers next week. Can they cause a boil-over?
It would be pretty tough to do that. Obviously, Wagga Tigers is the best team in the competition right now at home. It'd be very difficult, but they thought they were pretty good last week against Mengapla. I know they were very disappointed not to have won that game, but so they should get some confidence from that, knowing that they can match the two top teams. But it would be very tough to beat Tigers at home.
Well, unless the Swans cause an upset, Leeton will have the second chance in finals as long as they beat Turvey. Are there a few question marks about the Crows, though?
Yeah, over the last 2 weeks, they probably haven't played their best football, so obviously they'll be keen against Turvey Park to rectify that and start playing the football that they know they can. They're a big team. So certainly they want to turn around their form. It's important that they do. I think that would be too good for Turvey Park.
Well, the Hoppers enjoyed a good win in their last home game on the weekend, but it'll be, a bit of a tougher trip heading to Mango. How do you think they'll go?
They'll be competitive, but Mengapla at the moment, as they did last week, they battled a tough game against Griffith and got the job done. Against Coolman, they'll come ready to go in form, but Mengapla have too much riding on this game leading into finals. They don't want to drop a game like this against Coolman, so Mengapla should get the job done.
Tom, thanks for coming in. We'll chat to you again in finals time, I'm sure. And as we said, Collingullie are set to finish 5th and likely to take on the Swans in an elimination final at Griffith in the first week of finals. We'll leave you with the thoughts of Jayden Klemke when we asked him about the other finals contenders and about some of his toughest opponents.
Played a bit on Guy Auden a couple of times, and he was very hard to play against. One bloke I guess impressed me is probably Campbell. The second time we played Tigers, he really destroyed us through the midfield with his run. Then you got like Ben King, Harry Collins, and a few others. There's a whole lot of good midfielders in the comp. They will be very tough. They had a bit of a slow start in the first quarter, and after that, she was a very even game after the first quarter. And if you don't stop Conroy, Curley, and O'Gary, they're going to be very hard to stop. They were a bit the same. They had a bit of a slow start in the first quarter, and look, they've got some handy players like Utica, Auden, Benny King, Griggsy. So if you don't slow them down, they're going to be very hard to beat. They are the benchmark, yeah. So they're a young side, full of running, but Mango have shown they are beatable. So it's going to be a good final series, I reckon. They're a very young side too, and they are going to be hard to beat come finals. They've got the experience like we have.